Before I get started, I just want to say that the more video and footage and clips come out of those police in that school for those 50 something minutes dilly dallying while children were being murdered and shot, is embarrassing to the point where I'm just like, just fire the whole department, swipe it clean, and get some new, well-trained officers that want to serve and protect in Texas. Okay, because that's what tax-paying citizens deserve that send their children to a public school. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to Cozywombmama Podcast. My name is Shan. This is episode 21. We are here. You see the title. I want to talk about mentoring the youth. All right. As a dad, if you mentor the youth in your free time, I think you would be well equipped to guide your child that you haven't really been around, that's a little bit older, because you're getting the practice as you become a mentee. All right, and it will give you a good practice space to figure out how your parenting style should be or would be, or what's effective, what's not effective, and helping the youth that may not have a father figure is always a plus. Helping the youth resolve issues, learning your own patience in the mix of it. And I just think kids today need good, healthy adult influence. And if you're at a point where you want to be that for your own children, but you can't see them every day, and you still want that child-adult connection, I would look into becoming a mentee in your spare time, because there's lots of kids out here who need it. So let's talk about that. Welcome to Cozywombmama Podcast. As a dad, not being in your child's life may make you question your ability to be a parent or to do it correctly. But I think becoming a mentee to the youth, whether it's a Boys and Girls Club or a juvenile center or just a community center in your neighborhood, I think it would be a good play on getting you right as a dad. The youth today needs so much guidance, because they look so lost and messy out here. And I think having proper guidance, healthy guidance, and teaching the youth how to self-motivate themselves through you pouring into them, I think that's a true definition of someone standing up to the plate, especially for a child that's not theirs biologically. How to get that out? I think it says a lot about your character if you do so, especially if you have a lot of free time and unfortunately, for whatever reason, personal, I get it, you can't be around your kid all the time. To feel fulfilled, I think, is a better opportunity for you to do so. A true understanding of what children need today when they become adults is needed. Being a mentee will help them. You can mentor one-on-one. You can mentor from a distance, and that involves calls, maybe FaceTime now, or Skype, email, Zoom, or you can write to, a youth. You can write to a boy, you can write to someone that may be locked up, you can write to someone that may be struggling. A lot of kids today struggle with depression, struggle with not being able to identify with who they are, struggle with, being used to both parents being at home and now there's not, and they don't know what to say to their dad. They don't know how to share their feelings on the disruption in their life that's causing a ricochet of other issues elsewhere. And maybe you could be like the middle person to bridge that gap by being a mentee. You can also learn how to properly acknowledge a child's strengths and weaknesses while supporting a youth. If you can't see your kid every day, you can still get your practice in. And so I feel like the child that is not yours biologically, that goes to that community club to get guidance from someone in a healthy way, is benefiting, and you are benefiting. So always look in your community for where you can help. Check out any mentor youth groups. You can go to youth.gov to check it out. You could go to OJJDP mentoring opportunities for youth. And on there is a map. And you can find through your zip code where are the mentoring facilities for you to sign up to become a mentee. Supporting Cozy Womb Podcast is easy, just as quick as dropping a review on Apple Podcasts app or on Google or on Spotify, or going on to Good Pods, giving it a listen and giving it a share, or going through the Cozy Womb shop and purchasing any merch. And if you would like to just donate straight to the show, in every show description there's a link where you can donate to Cozy Womb Podcast. I am a creator, I am a mom, and I am the sole person who brings income into my household every year, every month, every day. So any type of support for any information I'm giving or any insight I'm giving or anyone I'm helping, I appreciate it. Even if you share this with a dad that can really, really, really benefit off of the information that I'm giving you, that's what counts. And I appreciate you. And back to the show. My daddy tip this episode is to always remember that a little consistency, a lot can be a lot. And it sounds like, what do you say? What does that mean? It means if I do these little things for another child on a consistent basis, it's not really a big deal on a daily basis, but it makes such a big difference because you're consistent about doing that thing. And that child begins to relax, put down their shoulders, open up, because they're building a trust that, oh, this person always does this for me, or always checks this for me, or always makes sure of this for me on this day, and they've never missed it, and they never not called, and they never not showed up, and they start to build a trust. Because a lot of youth that might not have a father figure in their life, they struggle with trust because they haven't been around a father figure that has stuck to what they said they were going to do and done it consistently. So if you can do something little that'll make a big overall difference long term, consistently, start it and don't quit it, and stay consistent with that kid.
Here we go.
Back to the show. To me, that's like so commendable because, one, a lot of people don't have the extra time to give to someone else's kid. 2, it says a lot about you. 3, I think it could be a form of therapy to be able to do something that's more fulfilling than going to a job or playing basketball or going to the gym or sitting at home watching TV. And you can also, if you're in the Georgia area, go to mentorga.org, and it tells you where there's mentor groups or youth groups. There is a youth group called Destined for Greatness Outreach Youth Center. Check them out. There's so many kids out here who don't have that guidance, that look to people in the street that are not doing what's quote unquote deemed right, who don't have their best interests at hand or in mind for them, and they just follow because they're looking for some type of belonging. So if you have the spare time, you're a man, you want to be better, you're in a position to give, and you have children of your own, but you still want to learn on how to become the best father you can in the process, and you want to give some time and effort to another kid, I would look into being able to mentor the youth. Okay? It will give you a feeling of being productive. It will enhance your people skills. It'll definitely broaden your perspective because these kids are, special. These kids have a fresh approach to life, and they probably could put you on technology, put you on to shortcuts in something else that you're doing. You just never know once you get a child to open up how they can help your life. And it's definitely going to teach that child and yourself how to have more empathy for other people, because you're giving to a child out of the kindness that you want to give, and that child is seeing that even though a complete stranger has no obligation to me, there are still some good people out here that want to do something for me or help me or guide me, and I don't have to look at the world in like enemy form, and I don't have to be on defense every time someone offers help, because a lot of kids, they end up growing up feeling like those who offer helps are out to get me, or offer helps those who offer assistance are out to get something in return, or why do you want to do this, instead of just taking the help. So if you honestly want to feel fulfilled, and you honestly have the time and the effort to give to another child while you're in the process of getting back to a good daddy situation, do it. Go for it. Bye.
Bye.